Denny, you here, CEO of Focus 180 Coaching. Let me tell you a little bit about what I do. I work with people who are ready to move forward, ready to move from point A to point B. Point B meaning your mission, your vision, your destination, your dreams, your desires, right? And point A is where you are right now. So I help my clients to manifest their goal faster, quicker, and further. How do we do that? Really simply, we clarify your goals. We help you select and prioritize the right activities. We're gonna make sure you do what you're supposed to do every single day. That's called accountability. We're also gonna give you a push once in a while, but always with a smile. But most importantly, we are going to give you all the support you need when times are tough. Guys, www.focus180coaching.com if you want to know more about what I do, and book a complimentary session where we're going to clarify your goal and give you a mini plan of action. In the meantime, have a good one, be well, and stay focused on what you want. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Focus 180 Podcast, and this week we're meeting with a very special guest. Her name is Serena Anderson. Serena is a real estate expert, and she is the founder and CEO of Realty here in Las Vegas, Nevada. She's the author of a real estate book titled Secret Formula to Rescue Homes Others Couldn't Sell. She's also a powerful international motivation speaker. Serena, welcome to the show. How are you today?
I am doing amazing, and how are you?
I'm really good. And you know what? I'm really excited about this podcast, because we're going to talk about communication. And I know that there's a lot of my listeners and a lot of people we know need to learn how to communicate, not only with their spouse, but with a business partner. And I really believe that we might lose money when we don't know how to communicate. Am I right?
Very, very true.
Good. So let's get started. If you're ready, we're going to talk. First of all, let's talk about you. Is there anything you would like to share for the, maybe something people don't know about you, so we get to know you a little?
So something that maybe not a lot of people know about me is I actually got certified in hypnosis and have studied subconscious mind and processing. And so therefore it's very important for me to take time to meditate, to calm my mind, and to service and love and nurture my internal world. And so that's something that I really enjoy doing. And I think that it's really valuable and critical for me. And hopefully through this podcast today, people will see how that can actually be useful in communication as well.
I'm sure it will. Hey, tell us a little bit about your work experience. What have you done in the past for work and your career, maybe?
Yeah. So I've owned my own companies since I was 17 years old. So it's been quite a while. I'm now 34 years old, and I've been an entrepreneur for all of these years. I am very much a self-motivated individual and love entrepreneurship. I have been a part of a company called World Vocal Media that we created. We did a software development portion of that company that created a software called Green Directory. And that was an algorithm that ranked businesses on their business operations, and they were awarded a green score, and they were then competed against other businesses in their same industry. And then we also had a magazine called Rocky Mountain Mr. and Miss Magazine. It was a men and women's magazine that flipped halfway through. One side was women's, the other side was men's, which was really, really awesome. We ended up selling those companies to some other individuals. And then I moved into photography for a period of time, and really enjoyed being able to capture the different components and perspectives of people and nature, and completed a couple degrees during that time. And then I got into real estate. And now I've been in real estate for about 7 years now. Broker in Montana, broker here in Las Vegas as well. So a lot of business experience.
Wow. Hey, let's talk about your business right now. What do you do?
So I am a broker here in Las Vegas with Royal Realty. We created this company and now are established here in Las Vegas. Super awesome and excited about that. I have a fantastic team of 5 right now. And our goal isn't just to grow huge and exponentially. I'm much more of a close knit. It's harder to get into my company and to be a part of my company. So as we do decide to grow, it will be in a strategic fashion with certain types of individuals. But nonetheless, what we do is we provide the royal service. And so what does that actually mean? Well, that means that you get to be a part of our concierge program. We have different surprise gift giving throughout the process, and we have top-notch communication. And that's why I have the team that I have established to make sure that we have all of our bases covered so that we can stay in touch with our clients on a very, very regular basis. As we've learned through the research and statistics, usually when clients fire an agent or vice versa, usually it comes down to communication. I also wrote a book, which is super awesome, all about selling homes, all the ins and outs of that. So that's awesome. Then we have our regular ongoing magazine. This is part of our Royal Concierge program as well. They receive that in the mail. And we also have the Royals VIP program. So we've negotiated some special deals and offers with local companies for our clients to be able to utilize throughout the process. So it's all about for us going above and beyond and being better every day that we can. But ultimately, I think a lot of it comes down to communication and adding value to people's lives.
Very good. So, if you don't mind, just because you just become a broker not too long ago, can you describe what's the benefits of what you do? I mean, the benefits and maybe the challenge of the business you're in?
Yeah, I would say that the challenges are that people just think, oh, you're a dime a dozen. Oh, you're just another realtor. You're just another broker that's in the industry. And oh, okay. Yeah. All right. That's great. But really who's doing the business in the city is really the top 250, maybe the top 500 out of the 16,000 people that might be licensed.
Yeah.
So I think the challenges is just, oh, you're all the same. You're just all the same. And that's not true. There are a ton of people that are licensed that might have other jobs, other businesses. They do this on the side. They aren't living and breathing real estate. And that's what makes me different is I get up every single day. I'm listening to my broker masterminds. I'm participating in the real estate community. I'm going in and out of homes every single day. I'm on the phone with buyers and sellers every single day. So I think that's one of the challenge. And like I said, we have our Royal Concierge program. We have, like, I'm an author, we have a magazine, we do things to go above and beyond. So I would say that not everybody in our industry is the same. There's a lot of people that don't even know what they're doing, and or they're just looking for that couple deals here and there, which isn't going to be the best representation for you. So that would tie into the benefits is that we are full-time, we are 24/7, have a full operation, and we live and breathe real estate every single day.
Very cool. So today we're going to talk about communication, right?
Yep.
So you had a choice to talk about a few different topics. Why did you decide to go with communication? That's important to you, I know.
I chose to go with communication because it is the ultimate importance in our everyday life. We have this mouth here that loves to talk and loves to express. And we have 2 ears right here, but yet most people want to use their mouth more than they want to use their ears. So communication isn't just about our mouth and speaking in words and talking. It's also about our ears and listening and observing and slowing down and being in the present moment and really truly being able to connect with another human being. People really do want to be heard and listened to. And there's so many things that humans do to break that connection. And so I am very, very passionate about this topic. The notes that I have here are from a book I started writing in 2015 right before I was opening up my office in Montana. And then it kind of got pushed to the side skirts because I was so inundated with all of the setting up the business there. But it's a big passion of mine because I've seen it break down relationships and deals and just relationships in general. So I think it's critical. It's critical.
I agree. So, do you have a process when you teach it to people? Do you have a process steps or something like that?
Yeah, I do. I have a 3-step process that I myself follow as I'm going through everyday life and communicating and talking. And I kind of alluded to it in the last question, but the first is being present,
Hmm.
slowing down, really truly making eye contact with that other person, looking at their mouth, being able to read their lips. That's why the whole mask thing was very challenging for me in the very beginning. Cause I'm like, I look at people's mouths and as they're talking, I'm repeating the words that they're saying in my mind. And
Wow.
the reason why I do that is so that I can really truly process and it controls my mind and it's focus. So I had to reteach myself to really be able to listen, look at their eyes and listen and repeat what they're saying in my mind. So it helped me to expand and grow in that area. This and so what a lot of people say is, well, but there's just so much going on in my mind. Like I'm thinking about later today, I'm thinking about what happened a couple hours ago. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to say next, how I'm going to respond to them. And if any of that is going on in the mind, you're not truly actively listening. You're only halfway showing up.
Okay.
And so there's some tools and techniques on how to get your mind to train your mind to this through meditation, through some guided visualizations. And doing these types of tools long enough starts to hone in your mind and slow it down. The second is positive strokes. So when you're actively listening, you're present, then it's the positive stroke. So when someone's talking, it's giving them the body language back. Yeah, that's really interesting. Tell me more. Oh, so it happened that way? Why do you think it happened that way? Ask questions, ask open-ended questions. Be genuinely curious, not just super excited to get your response in or to get your story in. A lot of times people will, oh, I went on a trip to the Bahamas and we were doing this and that and this. And the other person, oh yeah, well, I'm going to Mexico and we're doing this and that. Just completely cuts off that communication. You didn't fully allow them to connect with you. And the last step is understanding and knowing when that funnel of the transition comes where it is time for you to be able to share your own experience. And there, if you do it too soon, you break that connection. So yes, there is a 3-step process and there's more to it than that, but that's kind of a quick overview.
No, that's pretty interesting, actually. I appreciate it. What would be the best advice you can give to anybody who's listening to you right now when they have to communicate something that might be challenging for the other person to hear? Like you say, you have to say no to a deal or you have an argument or something. What would be the best advice?
I think one of the best pieces of advice would be to slow down, to not be reactive. And if you're in that state, if you're in a mind state of aggression or reacting, then it's usually not going to work out that well. So my best advice would be to slow down, take your mind and your energy down and allow yourself to just be present. Then maybe the next best advice, if it's something that's very hard or challenging that you're going to have to process that you're not comfortable with, or it's a new type of thing that you've never dealt with, then go ahead and just take a little time to either look in the mirror and say it out loud as you're looking at yourself, or if you want, maybe write it down first. But there's no reason to need to quickly react and be high emotion. Calm yourself down and be able to be in a more receptive, calm state, I think is one of the best things that we could do.
I agree. What if you could tell someone to do one thing every single day to better their communication style, what would it be?
I would say it comes back to our relationship with ourselves. Every single day, we need to take 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes out of our day to nurture ourselves, to love ourselves. The more that we can love and nurture who we are, the more that radiates out. So the more that we can truly accept ourselves and give our own energy, our own being, time and attention, the more we can do that for others. So something that I like to do is when I'm putting on my makeup, putting on my eyelash, my mascara or blush or whatever, is I'm imagining I'm brushing on love, I'm brushing on passion, and I feel it going through my entire body. So that's one thing that someone can do as a woman. If you're a man, when you're getting ready, putting on your socks, putting on your shoes, even when you're at a stoplight, instead of just sitting there just looking straight out into la la land, make that a conscious time to reinforce who you are and love yourself. It's even looking in the mirror when you're at that stoplight, looking in the mirror and saying, I love you. You're awesome. You got this. You got to be your own biggest cheerleader in life, period. That's nobody else's job but our own. And that takes daily practice. And I would, of course, say meditation. That's amazing for the mind, the body, everything, your spirit, all of it.
Wow, very powerful words, my dear. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We're going to go to, anything else you want to add on communication before I go to my success questions? Anything else you would like to add?
I would just say, it's silence is golden, and that's probably why there's so little of it. And to slow down, to listen, to really try to put ourselves in other people's positions, and we don't need to try to react and respond to people and try to get our story in and get attention. Like, we have 2 eyes to pay attention to other people. We have 2 ears to listen more than we talk. So really slow down and pay attention to the more of the details. And I feel like it's great for business, for relationships, for parenting. And it's something I have to practice every day. I'm not the most patient person, and it can be very challenging at times. So it's a daily practice.
I think I'm in the same boat. Hey, listen, let's go to success question. In your opinion, can you name 3 characteristics, human trait necessary to be successful in business, in your opinion?
Yeah, I would say persistence, can't give up, self-motivation, got to have the fire, and witty, you got to be quick on your feet.
Tell me more about this, quick on your feet. What do you mean?
What I mean is this ability to get the question, actively listen, and be quick in being able to respond to the answer but not over respond if you don't really know the answer, being humble enough to say, I don't really know that answer, but I'm going to go find out for you. I'm going to go do some research for you. And then also is reading body language too. In real estate, there is so many dynamics and components that are happening all at the same time. And so you got to be able to assess, should I be still walking with them through the house, or is it getting to that point where maybe we need to back off a little bit, kind of let them kind of do their thing a little bit? Are their hands folded? Are they more open? Are they, what's going on with them? So quick on your feet with knowledge, with information, with body language, with communication, with it all. The most dynamic folks can assess it all very quickly, but not overdo it.
Yes. Can you name one thing? Oh, look, nobody's perfect, right? We all agree that we all made mistakes, and I'm just curious about this one. Can you name one thing you did in your career that you maybe not that cost you money, time, or energy that you would recommend to anybody listening to you right now not to do in business?
Yeah.
A tough question, but personal
Yeah.
maybe. But
It is. It's tough. It is.
Mhm.
I would say forgetting to value who you are and your true worth. Sometimes as humans, we go, am I good enough? Can
Mm,
I really do it? Maybe I should go get more training.
yeah.
Maybe I should go under somebody else for a while and learn some more. So one of the things I did when I came here from Montana was I felt like maybe I need to go learn from some other brokers and get a little bit more experienced in this market and with the differences in real estate procedures here. Now, I don't necessarily regret that at all, because I did learn some important components, but I also learned that I actually do things more proficiently, have more knowledge on subjects, know how to run and operate a company very, very well. I know how to treat people and agents. And with a particular, some, a couple situations, it ended up costing me a lot of money in my commission splits, because I thought being with this company was going to teach me a lot. And what I ended up finding out is I actually am running things and know how to run things much better. And it doesn't matter if you're the number one, number two in the entire city. I know what I'm doing. So if you don't fully believe in yourself or you question yourself, you might need more of that experience, and it's okay. But what I learned is I'm a-okay, and I know what I'm doing, and I have a lot of experience under my belt, and I have a lot of confidence, and it helped me to boost my confidence substantially when I saw, dang, I actually know what I'm doing. So
Very cool.
that's very personal, very private, but there you
No,
go.
that's true too. I mean, you got to start to be good. You got to start somewhere, right? Hey, here's the thing. I know what you do is really stressful. You, especially in Nevada, with your all lawsuits everywhere. So, what's the best way, in your opinion, to deal with something very stressful situation? Because I know the life you live, the work you do, can be really stressful. Lots of money involved sometimes, right?
Yeah, it can be very stressful. There's a lot of money involved. There's a lot of responsibility involved. I think that what's important is to be obsessed with being the best,
Focus.
reading the rules, the laws, the regulations, never believing that you just know it all.
Good.
And even though I was very came off very confident in that last question, I always believe that I'm learning. I always know I have room for improvement. Every single day, I'm listening to podcasts, my broker mastermind, communicating with other brokers, other agents, absorbing all that I can and staying current and up to date. Therefore, I can move the best foot forward every single day. And when you move the best foot forward every single day, you never look back and have any regrets because you know you did your best. So you don't have to have any regrets.
Yeah, and what would be your best advice for future entrepreneurs or people who want to start a business on how to reach the next level? Really simple, something.
Get obsessed with
Same
it.
thing, right? Yeah, you're right. No, it's all about focus, right? I'm a focus coach. I'm 100% with you. I mean, you're thinking, you're talking, and I'm thinking you should be a coach, man, because you got it. So let's go to the next one, maybe. What's the one thing you do every single day to for you to become a better woman, a better entrepreneur, a better businesswoman? I think you said it already, but I'll let you
Yeah, I
repeat.
kind of
That's
touched on it
important.
before. It's taking the time to love and nurture myself, to realize when I do need some alone time or when I need to recharge. And I have different tools and techniques and things that I can do to rejuvenate myself. Um, I think too, it's staying humble and also realizing when maybe I could have done something better and always looking for improve. And as I've moved into this growth of becoming a broker and teaching and sharing, I've noticed, you, even though I might be going 800 miles an hour and it's super easy for me, I gotta slow way down and really explain things. So it goes back to meditation. That meditation practice is very important to slow my mind down and to be able to have the throttle in my own mind to to slow down and be present. Staying present with right now, I think, is just critical and very difficult when you feel like there's 8 million things that need to get done, but just to stay focused right now doing something that is going to take time to grow and build.
Absolutely. Best book recommendation.
Well, I think I'm going to go off of the book that I've finished here lately, Chris Voss, Never Split the Difference. It's a negotiation book. It's fantastic. And we're constantly negotiating no matter what, wherever we are. It's not only in business, not only in real estate. We're negotiating with our kids. We're negotiating with our spouse. We're negotiating with everybody all the time. And to understand that that's what's happening and to know some tools and techniques is valuable. At the end of the day, negotiations are always about getting a win-win situation. That's the best negotiation that you can come up with. But most people don't even realize that they're in negotiations all the time. So I would definitely check that out.
Yeah, very cool. What about the quote? What's your favorite quote?
Life is about the journey and not the destination.
Wow. Who wrote
This
that?
one
Do you
gets
remember?
me all the
No, that's a
time.
good one. Do you remember who wrote that? Do you know who, right?
I don't remember who wrote that one.
But let's say it again because
Tell me.
that's really powerful. Seriously.
Life is about the journey, not the destination.
And I agree so much. If you're not happy right now, you don't expect to be happy at the destination. It makes sense to me.
Right.
Anyway, so we're gonna go into promo time right now. So I'm gonna give you 2 minutes so you can promo. Tell us how to contact you and what you do, why we should do business with you, etc.
Awesome. So as you guys have heard, I'm a broker here in Las Vegas. Also have a team in Montana and Arizona. But I am focused here in Las Vegas. You can check us out on our website, royalrealtyvegas.com. We have a ton of resources, buyer and seller downloads, investor guide downloads, relocation guides for Henderson, Las Vegas, Boulder City, Pahrump, North Las Vegas. So if you want to get to know what this city's all about, they're all free on our website. We also have everything broken down per neighborhood of the entire city. So you can check out what's in that neighborhood, what's going on. You can actually look at properties in those different neighborhoods and communities. I'm an author. I'm an expert. I know what I'm doing and I love what I do. I live and breathe it every single day. But ultimately, we're here to be of service and to be of help, and that's ultimately what gets us up out of bed every day. I also founded a nonprofit called the Youth Empowerment Program. It's called YEP, and that's actually a running nonprofit in Montana right now. I have a team up there that runs that. We give out money to underprivileged children in the community for extracurricular activities, and that also keeps me going. It's all about giving back and providing value and making a mark on our time on planet Earth.
Very cool. Tell me a little bit more about your book. Show it to me one more. You have it?
Yeah.
Tell me what's the book all about again, one more time.
It's all about selling homes, and what it's basically really identifies the differences between like what you would call like a listing agent and a marketing agent, and our tools, our strategies, our techniques, how we go above and beyond, how we really truly dive deep into a home. A lot of agents will, oh, let's get your house listed, let's put the sign in the yard, put the box on there, and that, and call it a day. It is like, that's just ridiculous. That's not at all what we do. We have a full marketing team. We utilize the latest technology, that creepy stuff when you're talking and then your phone starts showing you stuff. I mean, we have access to that. That's what we use. That's how we get homes sold. So yeah, that book kind of touches on different parts and components. The biggest thing is to show my sellers, I have authority. I know what I'm doing. Who else showed up with a book today?
I believe you, man. I know you. I know you. So I know you. You know what you're doing. Hey, I want to thank you very much for everything you said so far today. So much value, great advice, and I think that people who listen to this podcast are going to be very, very impressed. And of course, if they want to buy a house, they have to contact you, right? Before you go, I mean, let me do a couple of announcements. We're going to say bye together if it's okay. I need about like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Guys, if you first of all, if you're listening, I want to say thank you for listening. That's great. But also, if you're successful in your business, or if you know somebody else who's successful in their business, make sure that they contact us. And if you want to be a speaker, we're always looking for speakers. The only thing you need to do is to contact zeelall. I'll put her email address right here below. Contact her. She's going to tell you what to do, how do we work, and all that beautiful process. In the meantime, if you like what Serena said today, I got three really simple things for you to do. Like it, put a comment there, and subscribe, because the bigger we become, the more people are going to be able to like. Again, thank you very much, Serena. I appreciate it. Great, great podcast. I don't go away because I'm going to be talking to you after this. And guys, the same as usual. I'll see you next week. In the meantime, stay focused on what you really, really, really want. See ya.